Welcome back to another final table commentary. I'm continuing the blast through the past. Oh, I shouldn't say that anymore. I think I've already said it. That's so stupid of me. Got the European Poker Tour from 2021. Starting things off with a 10k PLO tournament. There's only 4 videos BCP has up, so it'll be a short little tour, but nonetheless, I'm gonna look at them. I was also thinking something kind of fun about this final table is we got AQ, Kaju, and LQ, the 3 Finnish players. Unfortunately, are 3 shorties. I wish they came in here with a few more chips, but Omaha for rolls on his 4th bullet. Has the big 63 big blind stack, 2.2 million chips. Looks like there's at least 3 million out there for them to collect still. As they pick up aces, no suit, but the king and the jack are fun cards to have. Ace queen 3-5 for E, double suited will raise on up, and face a 3-bet from the aces. Terror thinking long and hard about 9-4 deuce deuce. Surely just looking away from the screen or internet issues. Will be fun to see how Terror goes about things in 2nd place, but they have position over Omaha, so they're gonna be sitting pretty here. A Q, the shorty. What do we see? A limp pot. This is silly. Pair of jacks just folds on the flop to the straight. Makes sense. A Q with aces and a king. No suit. We'll stick in the 3-bet. Jack 9, 8, 7. Omaha for rolls. Knows the math. Says this isn't it. Not this one. I was gonna say, is this the hand we just go looking at crack aces with? Only 1 suit, probably not. As we see the nerd guy taking the king 5-5-4, gonna need a straight card. 8, is that gonna do? No, it's a worse straight. That's horrific. Kaju, getting a full double up, 14 blinds. So we're just hoping for LQ to pick up the pace there. Then we'll have our 3 Finnish players out of the basement. Kings for Terror will take this one. You know what, I was looking around, it's like, I don't even think I'm going to make a prediction. Even though this is still going to be a prediction, but I'm going to say it more like it's just fact. I think Omaha for rolls is just going to run over this final table. Seems like they know what they're going to do. Like, we've obviously got some strong players in E, the nerd guy, the 3 Finnish players. I'm not too sure about Terror, but they're obviously sitting pretty here with 40 bigs. Doesn't seem like it's a mistake, as we're going to see the flush draw get it in here versus the flush draw on the pair of 10s. Elk with a pair of jacks to go along with it will get the full double, and aces. Uh-oh, we're going to see our 2 Finnish friends go to war here. King Jack 5 comes along. No 2 pair, so the aces hold up. And Kaju sticks in his last, 3 blinds? King Jack 6-4 double suited. Queens come along. Ace on the flop. Is there any straights out there? 2 pair? That'll do. Kaju with the 2 pair and beats Ace Queen. Nerd guy Ace Queen 5 deuce. Sticking it in. What do we got going on here? Straight draw to a queen. Backdoor hearts for a Kaju. He's just going to say not this time, bucko. Ace King Queen 3 with a suit. Looks like the hand is stick it in. Even if you face a raise. I don't know that for truth, but we do see it happening. Ace 8, what the hell's going on? Diamonds? Oh, are you for real, Poker Stars? Nerd guy makes diamonds. So nerd guy starts things off with the first bust out. LQ and AQ, they are out of the basement. E's hanging out there alone. That's not true. What do we see here? 3-bet and a call. Ace King Jack 10, flopping 2 pair. Elk with the pair of aces just lets it go. His 2 pair outs are dead. Double suited kings for nerd guy. This is pretty. Double suited 4s for Omaha for rolls. Holy. Coming along. What do we got going on? Goes for a little bet on the ace side board. Things are weird here. Double backdoor flush draw with the 3 of a kind draw. Nerd guy comes along. We're picking up a straight draw. Kings are good here. Will be difficult to call on the river. What do? He puts out a bet. instead. Interesting stuff. Says, I bet you don't have any aces. LQ with the aces. Limping on in. 4 ways to a flop. 10-4 deuce. Somebody's got to have 2 pair. 10 deuce for a Q. Aces just fold. Alrighty. This is some interesting stuff. LQ probably just wanted to see a safe flop, and they said, this is looking too safe. Why you leading? Why'd you lead, you fool? You got 2 pair, maybe even 3 pair. E taking the ace, king, queen, deuce. Terror with ace, queen, 8-7 double suited says, okay, let's see what's going on. Nobody's got 2 pair yet. 3 won't change nothing. The ace, king. Oh, the ace, 8. Are you serious? 8 on the river. Ace, king was holding up. Terror will get the knockout though. Put them in 51 bigs, first place. Very slim margin with a straight draw here to a 9 or an ace. Top 2 for Omaha. Also has the 3rd pair with the 4. Brick on the river. Terror has not much. Lets it on go. Queen 9-3-3 limping in. Nope, we're just blocking flushes here. Nobody's got the flush. Ace on the turn. Looks pretty scary for everybody. I think we're checking down our pair of queens. 9 on the river, giving Omaha for rolls 2 pair. Providing they don't fold, they'll scoop a little pot. Even get an extra big blind on the end there. Ooh, 2 players with aces. Elk going for the limp again. Omaha for rolls, isolates with the raise, and we're gonna get it in. Sweating spades. Ooh, is there a straight out there? Is there a straight out there for both players? My bad. Aces for the nerd guy. What else do we got going on? Not much. Queen jack 6-3 in the big. Facing a 3x raise, can just fold, and we move along. Let's get some more aces versus aces action. King, queen, jack 5 limping in. 6-4-3 deuce. This is a fun hand for Terror. Bottom 2 pair. Facing a big ol' raise. Backdoor straight draw for Omaha for rolls. Very nice ace on the turn for them. Putting 4-6 in a real pickle. And 4-6 does just fold. Wowie wee wah. Drawing to the king, queen, jack. Not a bad spot for Omaha for rolls. 2-way to a flop. What's going on? 10-8-7. Looks like we got 2 pair for Terror with a straight draw and a flush draw. Ace, king, 5 deuce. Not much going on there for Omaha for rolls. We will just check it down on the ace, king. Ooh, the ace 8 will win. My bad. Double suited queens for Elk. Limping in again. This stuff's interesting. 3-way to a flop. That's a full house. Nerd guy does have a 5. Gonna be hard to fold that on the flop. What if you can just fold on the flop? Whoa, that'd be a baller move. Plays call. Turning a boat. Bad news. Very small bet. This looks like you're getting milked. Hopefully he doesn't raise. Do I feel like he's getting milked just because I see Elk has queens? Maybe this is just a very happy, let's get this in, I've got a boat. Flush completes on the river. Yeah, I think this is just going to be a jam from 5-6. 360 remaining. Just going to see the bad news. Elk up to 32 blinds. They were the shorty when the 3 Finnish players were the shorties together. Down to like 5 point something big blinds at one point. Ace, queen, 8-10. Raising it up. Nerd guy right back in there after losing a huge pot. Terror. Ace, queen, 8-3 double suit. Let's go to a flop. Queen high flush draw. Nerd guy blocks the nut flush draw. My bad. 10 on the turn. Do 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 do. The flesh goes for a bet. Nerd guy thinking it over. Blocking boats, blocking fleshes. 6 on the river. I want to see nerd guy bluff. I don't know if it makes any sense at all, but let's just see him stick it in. Just go for the bluff. Go for the bluff. Oh, he plays call. Alright, so maybe it's too strong to jam. Maybe you just put him on a bluff. There's plenty of straight draws out there, as we see what's going on here. A pair of sixes, making a straight. A Q with the pair of jacks, that's no good no more. Oh no. So we've got one finished player left. Omaha for rolls came in here, the big stack. Same with Terror. They've done a pretty darn good job of just maintaining, picking up chips. Nerd guy unfortunately lost a pretty big pot against LQ. Boat over boat. Oh no. They did a great job of hanging in there. Elk is doing some interesting limping. I've got no idea what to say about it. Because the weird thing is in PLO is like, I don't think you want to go 4 ways to a flop. I don't think that in any game you want to go 4 ways to a flop. Maybe stud 4 ways to a flop is like, ah, fuck it. Jack 10 9 8 for Omaha for rolls. So yeah, I'm just still very stuck on the idea of the limping in there with the strong hands. You don't even mind getting raised, as we've seen him do it with aces a couple times. You don't mind getting it in. He's not afraid to fold either, just on like a dry board. So it's like, it's interesting. It's like folding when you're behind. It's going to be very difficult to make 2 pair with the old aces in the old PLO game. You gotta hope for a board pair or your 2 undercards make a 2 pair. Or you hope for 3 of a kind, of course, but... So it's real interesting. PLO is such a silly game. Ace, king, queen, 8. We'll put 3 bet here. Nerd guy's gonna need some help. 7, does that do? A pair of 7s will do. Looks like he was quite dominated there. Hanging in there, 12 blinds. Ace 10 9 3 double suit. Let's stick it in. Ace 10 5 7 flopping the flush draw. Uh-oh. Jack, what do we do? Club will do on the river. Don't know what nerd guy had on the turn, but club on the river will get the job done. Dude. Oh, I have to limpet pot. Okay, so Terror's doing it too. What the hell's going on in Omaha? Where we're limping in. Ace king 9 deuce leading out? Holy shit. Omaha for rolls is on another level. The straight draw to the 10. Top 2 for Terror. Omaha for rolls. Whoa, wee wah. This is an interesting raise. It's very small. Flush completes on the river. Omaha for rolls gets the... Holy shit, what a bluff on the river there. Blocking 2 pairs, blocking the nut flush. Just going for the smallest little 2 big blind bet. It's a pretty small pot, so Terror maybe thinks, why are you trying to fight for this one? But Omaha for rolls is going to fight for every one. Making a flush. What's going on here? Has a boat out? Nope, no boat outs. What's going on for Terror? 2 pair? Queen Jack with the second nut flush blocker? Interesting stuff. Hard to fold that. You're blocking the straight too? What do we do? What do we do? It does play call. Once you talk it out, it makes a lot of sense. Just unfortunate news. Terror is kind of in preservation mode right now. Both players with a pair of kings. The ace king is holding up. No, it's not. Omaha for rolls has 2 pair. And Elk doesn't make a better 2 pair. The king deuce is good. Wait, what the fuck? Omaha got the best of me of that hand there. Elk makes a straight on the river. My bad. My bad. Damn it. I thought the 2 pair held up. Anyways, what's going on here? 3 of a kind, now making 4 of a kind. Omaha for rolls with the straight, just checking it on over. He's got the very shit end of the straight. Will be interesting to see. Does he pay it off? No, he doesn't even pay it off. Beautiful. Nicely done. Double suited Jack, Jack 4-4. That's a pretty hand. No action though. Limp on in from terror again. Okay, King 10, 10, 9. Trying to keep the pot small. 8-6 with the open-ended straight draw. Terror makes the flush on the turn. Do-ka-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Omaha rolls quickly folds. Nicely done. Another limp. Okie dokie. Things are getting weird now. Elk up 20 big blinds. Not too far away from terror. Just 1 double up. Nut flush, we'll take it. I mean, there's a straight flush. Why do I always say nut flush when there's a straight flush out there? I don't know. I don't know. Terror. Are we limping? Still limping it in. Okay. King 10, queen, and a deuce. Top 2 pair. What else is going on? Omaha for rolls with the backup flush draw. Backdoor. He will lead on out blocking King Jack as well. Do-do-do-do-do. Hard to fold top 2 in terror's shoes. Who rivers about? Omaha for rolls looks to be done with the hand. Probably doesn't want to have all these hearts if you're going to be bluffing. Even if you got the king. Blocking King Jack. As boats complete on the river as well. Okay, 3x from the small. Pair of 4s for Omaha for rolls. Jack 10, 3-5 with the open-ended straight draw. Backdoor flush draw. Backdoor straight draw as well. 3-5 completes on the turn. 600k in the pot. There's no flush draws out there. Pretty big bet still. We'll just take it down. I suppose there's still plenty of straight draws out there that would draw to a heavy price. Or the big pricing, you know. 3 of a kind for elk, leading on out. Taking it down. More limping, eh? Another boat for terror. Nothing for Omaha for rolls, they just find the fold. Jack 10, 9-7 with the suit, limping it in. Oh, how silly this game has gotten. Both players with a 10. What do? We got an ace and a 10. Do we bet small? Nope. Omaha for rolls leads out on the turn. Drawing to an 8 or the 2 pairs. 6 won't do. Ace 10, still good. And we check it down. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo, terror in the slight lead. And we're tied up. Ba-doop-a-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, plays raise now. I like to see it. We're back to raising. Flopping the nut flush draw. Good deal for him. Omaha for rolls. Backdoor straight draw. Backdoor flush draw. Does come along, okay. With the pair of 2s. Does he have the best of it? He's got the best of it with the pair of 2s. And the 10 completes nothing. If terror doesn't bluff here, oh my lord, Omaha for rolls will put out the bet. Terror with just nothing and the deuces are good. Holy shit, that's an interesting one. I thought terror was going to have that board locked up, and I thought Omaha for rolls was folding on the flop. Aces and 7s for elk. Straight draw for terror. Queen will give him the nuts. Ace queen is also a better 2 pair than the ace 7. 10 on the river. King 10 still good. No straight for elk. Just 3 pairs. Very small river bet. Gonna be hard to fold. Gonna be hard to call. But elk finds the fold. Wow. 7763, double suited under the gun, limping it in. Terror comes along with king, queen, 3-5. 3 on the turn. What's going on here? Couple pairs of 3s. 7s are still holding up. Terror with the 2-pair draw with the straight draw. Leads on out and 7s fold. Wowie weewa. Ace jack 10-9 with a suit. Limping it in. Okay. Now that elk is back down to 16. Things are super interesting. 5-4 deuce. Pair of 4s for Omaha for rolls. Straight draw to a 7. What the fuck's going on? Just leading on out. Taking it down. What in the world just happened there? Omaha for rolls is just on another level. Top 2 pair. Straight draw and flush draw for terror comes along. 5 is a scary card, but Omaha for rolls says no, there's more value to be had here. Let me bet super small so the flush draws still come along. 8 of diamonds, or 8 of spades, my bad, that's a straight flush. Omaha for rolls blocks boats. Both 6-5, aces, 6s. With the clubs, maybe you just want to find a fold. He's not bluffing clubs on the river. Omaha for rolls does find the fold. No action for the straight flush, but cool to see still. Do-ka-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Wheel for terror. What do we got going on? 2 pair for elk. Comes along. Jack on the river. Interesting. What do we do with the wheel? Gonna play check call, I suppose. Elk blocking boat says I'm not gonna bluff. I'm gonna give on up. 13 blinds. Seen some more limping out of the small blind. 6-5 deuce. 2 pair with a straight draw to a 4. Top pair for terror. Picking up a flush draw. Plenty of chop outs on the river. 7 giving terror the lead. They'll take that down. They don't mind that. Jacks versus the old 10-9-8-6 double suited. 7 on the flop is great, but you have a really shitty straight draw, so it's a quick fold. Does he even have a straight draw? I don't think he has a straight draw. Just backdoors. Holy, what a shitty flop. 6s are good. Pair of 7s now for Omaha for rolls, giving them the lead. 6 on the river. 6s are good. Terror is running pretty hot here. Ace 8, 5 and a 3, facing a 3-bet, getting it in versus jacks. 5-3, 2 pair and a boat. No jack for elk. That's unfortunate. Got it in good. Or did he? I don't know in this silly game. What? Don't you guys dare make a deal. Omaha for rolls played out. Terror does have the slight advantage. He says would like to gamble. That's the Omaha for rolls I know. Not personally, just from watching. Pairs jacks. Nice gentlemanly good looks. Omaha for rolls just 10 big blinds behind. Not even. Jack 8 deuce flop. We got a couple. No, one flush draw, which would be a nut flush draw. Silly little straight draw. Oh, comes in on the river. What do we do, Terror? Checking it over with the shitty little blocker with the 7. We'll just let it go and move along. 8-5 flop. What do we do here with a pair of 5s? This is going to be silly. Put it in the check raise. Put it in. Straight draw. What do we do? Terror finds the fold. Holy shit. Nicely done with the pair of 5s. 9-9 jack 6 with the suit. 3 of a kind for terror. Flush draw for Omaha for rolls. Oh my lord. Omaha for rolls is getting some run good. Terror checks it on over. Omaha for rolls, checks it back. Not too big of a pot though, you know. 360k. Boo 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 boo. Ooh, we got some suits going on here, and we're matching. Terror with a 9 high flush draw with a pair of kings. What do we do? Check it. Omaha for rolls with nothing. Straight draw to a 10. Will, oh my lordy poo, he puts out a bet on the river for 1 blind, I guess. 1 big blind bet. May as well just put it out there, right? Just try and call it. It's a check down pot. You wouldn't have the queens. So interesting stuff. Omaha for rolls with top pair. Drawn to an 8, a king, a 7, or a 6. Jack of hearts is not it. Pair of kings with the heart blocker. Hard to get value here by worse. Even though Omaha for rolls does so happen to have a hand. Oh, if you just freaking found this value bet. What a crazy little value bet on the river. Oh, it was so sneaky. What a sneaky little value bet. Nice to see there by Terror. Back in first place with that big pot there. 600k on the river. 10 blinds. Whoo-wee wee wah. Pair of 7s for Omaha for rolls. Double suited, putting in the raise. Terror with 7-4-4 deuce in the muck. Can't play garbage. He's got some double suited bullshit. Facing another raise. Omaha for rolls getting a little annoying. Flop in a straight draw. Flush completes on the turn here. Terror with a really stupid straight draw. Just lets it go. Makes sense. Double suited jacks versus jacks with no suit. Check, check, king on the turn. Both players are blocking the straight. No, they're not. There's no straight out there. They're blocking the straight draws. How silly of me. Jacks versus jacks. We're chopping it up. Quick call on the river. Chop pot. Terror with a silly little king deuce deuce 3. Let's it go. Omaha for rolls, doing your thing, raising it up, putting some pressure on, flopping a pair and a flush draw for both players. I mean, Terror has the pocket pair. Nice little straight draw. A 4, a 9, a heart. Although the heart's no good. A 10 would also be cool. Flush draw versus flush. Pretty rude, Poker Stars. Pretty rude. Terror just calls though, but still 1.4 million chips. That'll reestablish the lead for Omaha for rolls. Big ol' 71 big blind stack. 4.2 million. 2.4 left to go for them. With a straight, they should. Do we go for little value? There's the little value on the river. 2 pair. Come along, bucko. Pay it off. Blocking the straight. Hard to fold queen 10 with the straight blocker. You might want some diamonds, but you don't have them, so oh well. What's gonna happen? 8, 9. With a pair of 5s. Silly, interesting raise on the turn here. Diamonds complete on the river. At least he slows down very nicely. And the pot's only 300k, so it's not even a huge bet or anything. You're just going to quickly fold and move along. So yeah, no, it's nicely done. It's done a lot of that little stabbing that looks silly, but I suppose it's actually probably a pretty good play. Flopping the nuts here for Omaha for rolls, but no action. Wait, didn't he have king queen 9, I think? Pretty dang good flop for you. Pair of 9s, another raise for Omaha for rolls. Double suited. Taking it down, blinds go up. Terror down to 2 million chips. King, Jack, 10, 9 with a suit. Raises and takes it. Ooh, Ace, King, 10, 10. That's fun. Limping it in. Wow, wee wah. Jack 7 making a pair. It's even better than the 10s. But the 10s, that's a pretty good turn. Royal flush draw for Terror with a set. That sounds pretty good when you say it out loud. Jack 10, 10, 9, getting it through. Boop-a-doo-doo. What do we got going on here? Limp pot. Let's go to a flop. Don't you dare raise. Oh, he sticks in the raise. Oh, quick call from the queen 10, 6 deuce. What the fuck? Anybody expect that? A limp call with queen 10, 6 deuce with the suit? And then a half pot bet on the flop? 9, 4, 4. It's paired. You don't... I guess you block some... Oh, and the flush draw just folds on the flop. What is it going to do? Oh, my lord. Queen 10, 6 deuce? What? I don't understand it, but it's kind of beautiful. Pair flopping a boat. Pair of queens comes along making 3 of a kind. This is no good. I hope he finds the fold, but it's going to be hard. It's not too big of a bet, but 700k goes Terror's way. 10, 9, 6, 7. Wanted to see a different flop than this. Not the ace high board, not a pair of sixes. Move along. Pair of sevens for Terror. Nothing going on there, but maybe a silly little straight draw to a 4 for Omaha for rolls. Maybe an 8 as well. Not yet. Maybe he needed some more help on the turn. Aces versus queens. What's gonna happen? A deuce would be a silly river. Just put a deuce of spades out there. Jack. Huh. Queens are blocking the old straights. Terror just with the old pocket rockets. I don't know what you do on the river if you face like a pot-sized bet. We don't see it, so we just move along. 57 big blinds for Omaha for rolls. What do we got going on here? Chop pot. 10s and 8s. What a silly hand. Aces facing a raise. Boom, boom, boom. King 8-3 flop. Nobody's got diamonds. This is silly. What's up?
What's going on?
Not too bad.
He's gonna run to Michael's to go get my green yarn for my strawberries.
Nice.
I was thinking of getting pizza on my way home. Is that cool?
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Cool.
Sweet. Thanks. What do you think of Terror's name?
I'm curious what the numbers mean.
Yeah, because like it's not like there would be, you know, like 800,000 Terrors. So it's not like you have to go through each number. You'd have to like specifically pick the 4 7s and the do 7.
And if you did go through every number to get to that one, like kudos to your persistence.
The patience on that man.
No wonder he can play poker.
Yep.
But I guess numbers aside, I feel like his name. It's almost like it's kind of confident to have your name be Terror, and I admire the intimidation.
I was waiting for that word to come out. Intimidating is how the name Terror feels to me.
Yeah. But you gotta admire it because it also takes confidence.
Yeah.
To put yourself out there like that, and it's a strategy.
So what about Omaha for rolls? That's a pretty fucking confident name. So it's basically implying Omaha is the game they're playing, the 4-card game.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like for all your money. So his name is like, let's play a 4-card game for all your money.
And then he kind of, his picture along with his name is kind of interesting. And we could talk about that with Terror too. His lack of picture. But anyways, with Omaha for rolls, his I don't know, he kind of looks like he's in like Mexico or something. Like he'd be holding up 2 drinks in his hands.
I think those are... Oh, they're either drinks or fish.
Oh, they're definitely fish. Oh, yep. All right, so
well, there's long
fishing.
drinks in America and Vegas.
I was more so looking at like, I couldn't see his hands, so I thought they were cut off, and it looked like he'd be like holding up 2 drinks. But
it's unfortunately a little too blurry to see if it's fish.
But. I mean, but I feel like it's fair to say that they're fish. when upon further examination, they look fishy. uh, but anyway, the contrast of, you know, his name, which is another confident one, he's really establishing himself, making it clear who he is, but then his picture kind of throws you off because you're like, this is just a dude who holds fish.
Yeah, just a regular guy going fishing.
So, like...
So you're both a baller and you just...
Fish?
You're just a guy's guy.
A fish! A fish!
Oh, how didn't I understand that? He's holding up fish. It's literally like a stamp of like, you guys all suck. I'm gonna go fishing.
Whether or not he intended that we're taking it. Because I fully believe that he could have just made his picture a picture he likes of him holding fish.
He's just a fisherman.
There's a lot of like, that's just like a thing. A lot of guys post pictures of them holding fish. They like that.
Yeah. Nothing gets likes like holding up a bunch of fish or a dead caribou's head or something, you know?
I personally would not want to do that, but like, all the power to them.
But if we're being honest, the more we analyze his photo, I've got to imagine there's some sort of play on there of I'm holding up these dead fish because I'm going to take all your money.
He's intentional. Oh, I didn't even think about how he's holding dead fish like his opponents.
Exactly.
Oh,
it's just like it gets
so
deeper
nuanced.
and deeper.
There's so many layers. Okay, anyways, I'm going to...
Okay.
This was fun.
Yep.
This was a good analyzing.
Well, thank you for the help.
Thank you for wanting my opinion.
We didn't go over Tara's image, but it's kind of like blank, and it's
pretty
like
self-explanatory, you know.
Yeah.
Like, he's going for he's really just letting the name shine.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening. Anyways, all right, I'll be back.
Alrighty,
with
see you.
Yarn.
Yeah, and pizza.
And pizza.
Don't forget the pizza.
And yarn.
Ooh, I see a wheel. Tara with no flush, just a pair of kings. Omaha for rolls, what are we doing? Raising it on up. 3 aces on the flop, a king on the turn. What do we do? No betting, okay. Pair of sixes is no good. Tara's pocket pair of sevens, giving them a full house. Do. Oh, and he sticks in a raise. Omaha for rolls, holy shit. And he gets the fold through. Okie dokie. Wasn't expecting that there. I was thinking there was going to be a bet at some point. But Omaha for rolls finds it on the river when I least expected it. I thought he had already given up. Pair of nines this time. Tara, what do we got going on? A pair of twos. A little straight draw to a 3. We'll just get the nines to fold. Nicely done by Tara. Jack 9-8, raising it up, flopping top pair with the 4-2, so a boat. Wow, excuse me. Tara thought about it for a second, but does just let it go. King Jack, Jack, Jack. With a 9, 3 clubs. Oh, we're going to a flop. That's the nuts for Tara. Top pair with a shitty kicker. Nope, that's top 2 pair, my bad. What the hell do we do here with King, Jack, Jack, 9? Small bet on the turn, okie dokie. I like the sizing. Tara calls. I like the sneakiness by Tara, but maybe it smells too much like the nut flush. What do you do here on the river? Betting about 3/4. And he will just get the 2 pair to fold. So Omaha rolls did sniff it out. It was smelling fishy. Omaha rolls with a set. When we make a set, we bet. Tara with a straight draw to a jack, a 6. A 9 or a 7 as well. Are you serious, PokerStars? No, those won't do it. My bad. Nope. Tara did not have that many outs. He does have a boat, and it's a dang strong win with queens. Just plays call, 3 on the turn. Omaha rolls is bombing. Whoa, if he can get queens to fold, this will be one hell of a thing. 4 on the river. And he does just bet pot. Holy shit, this is a huge one. Queens are in a pickle. Last time he folded sevens, things were a little bit different. Terror let out of position. This time he does play call in position. Calls all the way down. Nicely done there with the queens. Omoff rolls down to 18 big blinds. Gonna need a lot of help to get back in this thing. 3 of clubs is not the start. We'll check it on over. Ace won't do either. Queen high for Omoff rolls. That's no fun. Big old bet on the river from the boat. And Terror will just take it on down. King, queen, 8-4. Backdoor flush draw with the pair of queens, eh? Backdoor straight draw. Don't even know what Omoff rolls had. Couple low hands here. We're looking to make some straights, aren't we? Ace is going to change things up. Maybe? No. We see a lead on the turn. So we see get 1 straight come in. 8-7 is the nards. Pair of 6s. What do we do? Omoff rolls quickly, folds down to 12 bigs. Uh-oh. I mean, it's pretty hard to win the pot when your opponent makes the nards. He does have bottom set here, leading on out of position. Terror comes along, turning top 2. Straight draw 2 and 8. A 7 won't do. Full double up for 3 of a kind. Pocket 8s has been his hand. Unfortunately, no set this time. 9 on the river will give Terror 2 pair here. I think Omoff rolls is just done with it. No, he's not. Not at all. Uh-oh. Queen, Jack, Jack 10, double suited, pretty damn strong. We're going to get this in. We're going to need to see a straight card. Nope. Aces hold on up there at the end for Terror. Nicely done. How the heck did he start this thing? Terror in second place. So yeah, as I said at the beginning, I thought Omoff rolls was just going to run the show. Then I was like, oh yeah, all these other players, yeah, they seem pretty strong, whatnot. Terror, I didn't know. But I said, yeah, hopefully he deserves a stack. Hopefully he's going to show us a show. Put on a show. And he absolutely did. It says 1.5 million in total winnings lifetime. Yeah, put on a fucking show. Way to go, Terror. Just a freaking intimidating name. Did everything. Played very, very well. That's all I gotta say. Because I really don't know pot limit Omaha. So I'm mostly guessing. But it all looked swell. So thanks for stopping by. And maybe I'll see you next time when the EPT online continues.